When Insider returns, San Diego's Native Americans are reaching out in new ways to tackle familiar Indian causes. We'll show you how next.
Same time, you know.
When we hear the words Native American, many people today think only of Indian gaming. But the advocacy group AIM, the American Indian Movement, still is battling many Native American civil, legal, and sovereignty issues. And Jack Gates reports that in San Diego, AIM is finding an ally in the power of radio.
Wakantanka Oshima, Nashinulo, Yani Yapiki Wachinulo.
A Native American prayer of thanks opens each radio program.
Ujo, this is the American Indian Movement Today with your host Joseph Redbear and Marty Firerider.
Then the AIM leaders discuss Native American issues, from unity among tribes to alleged federal mismanagement on reservations to tribal fraud.
That in Santa Rosa we get corruption, embezzlement, hundreds of thousands of dollars with them from a corrupt consul has caused violence.
AIM, organized in the 60s, used militant tactics in the past to make their point. Like in '69, taking over Alcatraz Island in San Francisco, claiming it was Native American land.
When it comes to accountability, the Bureau of Indian Affairs has a lot to be desired.
But today, AIM has found power and an audience in radio.
They hide the book from Indians, and we don't even know what the rules are. We go into a meeting, and yet they just pull every trick in the book on us. So
Joseph Redbear from the Lakota tribe and Marty Firerider from the Anishinaabe tribe continue to fight the wrongs against all Native Americans.
I am so glad that, things are becoming more apparent and more clear these days.
But this program isn't on traditional local radio.
World Talk Radio.
This is World Talk Radio, a San Diego internet radio network that's reaching a worldwide online audience.
People can access information at their own time, in their own place, at their own pace, whether they're home in the middle of the night or whether they're at work taking a break.
World Talk Radio co-founder Ed Keyes has put together an eclectic lineup of all of these radio programs, topics, and hosts. About 70 radio programs available only on the World Wide Web.
Obviously, we started with very few listeners, a handful of listeners. Now we're up to 250,000 a month or more.
Whether it's the American Indian Movement Today or a talk show about back pain.
You're listening to Back Pain Radio. We'll be right back.
Or a show about paragliders. Listeners around the world can go online and listen live.
We get calls from the Middle East. We get calls from South America, all over the United States and Canada. We get calls from Asia.
But 80% of the global audience clicks on an archive recorded program and listens when it wants. It's information and knowledge.
Publishing new shows up to the internet so people can access them is a very important and valuable service that we're providing. Plus, it's fun.
World Talk Radio is located in a nondescript building in Kearny Mesa. What does it take to be a broadcast giant? To transmit an internet radio network worldwide? It takes less than you'd think.
We found out that with a half dozen computers and some professional broadcast radio equipment and with some real smarts on how to put all this stuff together, we laid out a plan of action.
The world is listening. World Talk Radio.
And the world is listening and watching the streaming video, especially the program of the American Indian Movement.
But it's beautiful country, really warm, generous for people.
The hosts say there is a fascination with Native American history, especially in Europe. The program's audience is 10,000 listeners a month worldwide and steadily growing. The AIM leader says different cultures want to hear about real Native American history.
There's many situations where history books are wrong. Like Columbus discovered America. I mean, he didn't discover nothing. He just landed on some land and found some land, you know what I mean? To us, we go, no, 1492 is when the Indians discovered Columbus. And so it's just how you look at history.
AIM wants to relieve the federal government's control on reservations and have Native Americans enforce their own laws.
Have our own hospitals, have our own tribal courts, have our own system that's totally independent of the way it's set up right now.
On the topic of Indian gaming, the AIM leaders say it's a double-edged sword. The money is providing much-needed services on reservations, but it's also corrupting Indian culture.
So I guess for all you wannabe and pseudo-Indians out there imitating our ceremonies, and for monies while selling our culture like a drive-through Big Mac, it's not too late to change, because someday our spirits will know the great mystery.
Meeting with tribes, but raising issues on the radio. And AIM is hearing from a younger generation about Native American concerns, the email generation.
The bottom line is that to be able to receive that feedback means that you're getting the message out there, and that's important to us. That's really important to us.
World Talk Radio is changing what most of us have traditionally thought about radio or communicating. With the Internet broadcasting worldwide, listeners can listen to a program when they want, where they want. World Talk Radio opened up a whole new way to reach those worldwide Internet listeners. Jack Gates, Channel 4, San Diego. That's it.